and welcome to episode 4 of the Principium Pod. I'm Sean Wilke, Director of Digital Services at Principium.
And I'm Dennis Prahl, President at Principium. In this episode, Sean and I will discuss the growing problem of online counterfeiting and what steps brand holders can take to protect their organizations. For a quick read on this topic, please visit our website at principiumstrategies.com and see our new white paper on this very topic.
Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Singles Day. Peak shopping days are becoming more popular year after year, as is shopping online in general. Americans are expected to spend approximately $680 billion this holiday season, with 51% of their purchases made online compared to 48% in 2015 and 47% in 2014. According to a study from the International Trademark Association and the International Chamber of Commerce, by 2022, the counterfeit and pirated goods markets are forecasted to be worth $2.81 trillion. Displacement of legitimate economic activity will be $1.2 trillion, and 5.4 million jobs will be lost as a result. Additionally, fake goods manufactured with low-grade materials, such as machinery parts and pharmaceuticals, put the public at risk. As consumers increasingly shop online over traditional brick-and-mortar retail stores, online sales of counterfeit goods have also increased. Transactions over the internet connect counterfeiters with consumers on a global scale while providing anonymity to the offenders posing as legitimate businesses. It's timely to assess how industries and brand owners are suppressing these threats and examine what tools and best practices are available to support the fight back, especially with the holiday season upon us. Dennis, where do brand holders need to start when taking on counterfeiters? Do they need to strategize internally, communicate with customers, contact law enforcement? It seems like a pretty overwhelming task.
Well, thanks, Sean. It can be. Brand owners have stretched resources and limited budgets, and that demands smart and prioritized approaches. If you can't do everything, what are your business priorities? First of all, you have to start at home. You've got to be proactive, not reactive. You should educate your internal groups so they can support your business's goals. Cross-functional teams can be very effective, leveraging expertise from legal, marketing, IT, supply chain management, etc., to help in the fight against counterfeiting. Identify the most serious threats, prioritize them, and then work down that list, basically. It also helps to reinforce your retail strategy with your client base and help them to identify fakes and encourage them to report them accordingly.
And regarding registration and maintenance of IP, what are some measures available to trademark holders?
Well, it's important to ensure that your trademarks have the appropriate coverage. This is the basis for any enforcement program in the future. Additionally, once you have registered trademarks, it's important to register them with local customs and border agency authorities, as well as enroll in Principium's several trademark monitoring services. Cyber squatting, phishing, and spamming continue to be problematic for businesses and consumers. It's important to defensively register domain names, such as confusing similar variants to your main domain, as well as country code extensions in jurisdictions where you conduct business. Register your trademarks at the Trademark Clearinghouse. Take advantage of sunrise launches and block domains in the new GTLD space with the domain's protected mark list. Principium is accredited with ICANN and the Trademark Clearinghouse. Also, consider defensively registering usernames on online marketplaces, social media, and mobile app platforms. The low barrier to entry to these websites and apps make these channels particularly vulnerable for counterfeiting. It's also important to audit your IP coverage among the different channels to fill any gaps and to better target counterfeiters.
And what about ongoing monitoring of both counterfeiters and your own brands?
It's important to understand what digital channels the counterfeiters are using to distribute your goods. Counterfeiters can leverage search engine optimization techniques. They can advertise on social media and are directly on search engines, upload images of your products on different platforms. So it's important to enroll and watch services that are appropriate for your needs, whether it's online marketplace watch, web image watch, AdWords watch, social media watch, mobile apps watching. Principium has a solution for your business.
Regarding enforcement and recovery, rights protection mechanisms are consistent in the domain name space, relatively speaking. However, among online marketplaces, social media, and mobile app platforms, you don't really see that uniformity. They all have their own takedown mechanisms. What do you recommend to brand holders to streamline the process? Perhaps there is no easy answer.
Well, the growing number of transactions conducted online has corresponded with an increase in counterfeiting and other IP infringement activities through the same channels. As a result, these marketplaces and social media platforms have enhanced their policies to ensure brand and IP rights protection. So that's helpful to brand owners. And you just have to identify which ones are important to your products and what their policies are. For instance, Amazon, probably one of the biggest online retailers, has just rolled out the Amazon Brand Registry, which allows trademark owners to register their logos and intellectual property with Amazon. So Amazon can take down any listings that violate those IP rights. Amazon also has a brand protection process called brand gating that allows brands or manufacturers to set up a perimeter wall around their Amazon Standard Identification Numbers, or ASINs, or their entire brand that blocks unauthorized sellers from listing branded goods. eBay likewise has their Verified Rights Owner program, or the VERO program, very similar. Alibaba, China's biggest marketplace, has also started education systems and ability for IP owners to take down listings that infringe their IP. They've even sued 2 vendors for selling fake Swarovski watches on its online platform Taobao earlier this year, making the first time that Alibaba has taken legal action concerning counterfeit goods. And finally, the social media sites all usually provide a general online takedown form. The form usually requires details of the complainant, the IP right that you have, the ownership of it, links to the offending use, and why it creates confusion or infringes on those rights. So again, it's just really important to understand your products, where they're showing up, prioritize that, take advantage of the systems that are out there that these online marketplaces and websites and social media sites are offering to brand owners to facilitate their enforcement policies.
That'll do it for this episode of the Principium Pod. Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Thank you, Sean.
Trademark owners should develop and implement a brand protection strategy suiting their business's needs. Principium offers a number of registration, monitoring, and recovery tools for organizations to detect infringing uses of their brands. Work with a trusted partner like Principium to help develop anti-counterfeiting policies for your organization's specific needs. Thanks for joining us, and please visit principiumstrategies.com for more information about our IP brand protection services. Take care.